Hi there, welcome back to Learning Business English in AI Era. I'm very glad that you made it today, but we're gonna start it with a very tough question, and I don't know, it's gonna make you a little bit uncomfortable or not. So think back to your last internal review or a team meeting where let's say your team member, your team leader, your manager, or even a director points to a section of your report and ask, this looks slightly different from the initial automated draft. Can you walk us through why you made this specific change? So now, let's be honest. Did you fumble? If you say, like, for example, I changed it because the tool got it wrong or because I didn't like the tone, you're not alone. Many people have done that. I have done that myself in the past, but relying on simple because or blaming the tool makes you sound very defensive and unsure. Missing the chance to explain your reasoning with sophistication is missing a chance to show your leadership presence. But that ends today. This is a very quick and short lesson I'm going to hold today. So we're going to fix that fumbling problem by mastering the why clause to advanced conjunctions. So as to and in order to. So forget simple because and let's dive in. So let's look at the grammar structure. So these conjunctions connect your decision to its positive purpose. So the first one is so as to and the verb. So in the simple way to say is that I adjusted the chart so I could match the client's colors, and the sophisticated better way would be that I recalibrated the visual output so as to align with the client's branding guidelines. The next one is in order to and the verb. Simple is that I added the human check-ins because I wanted to make sure it was correct. And the better way to say it is that we established human verification steps in order to ensure data accuracy. Okay, so now let's bring this into a real conversation so you understand what I actually mean. So your colleague asks, like, hey, I noticed you manually adjusted the pricing model. What was your thinking? And your reply would be, I manually calibrated the variance parameters in order to prevent distortion in volatile markets, ensuring we optimized margin performance. So notice what you just did. You didn't just explain what you did, you explained the strategic outcome. So now it's time for a very, very quick test. So I will give you a simple because explanation. Your job is to upgrade it using so as to or even in order to. So either you can pause this slide after I ask the question, or I will count 1, 2, 3 and give you the correct answer. Okay, so the question, why did you manually rewrite the draft email? And the simple way would be I rewrote it because I wanted it to sound more personal. So you can pause it, think about your answer, and I'm going to count 3, 2, 1. And the answer is that I personally reviewed the email content so as to bring a more tailored human tone to our outreach. If you have written that, you've thought about it, beautiful, you nailed it. So, or you can say that in other way that we applied careful human editing in order to keep our brand voice consistent. So remember, this isn't about memorizing fancy phrases, it's about having tools ready that let you sound confident under any pressure. See, this is a very beautiful answer. Keep this in mind, think about over and over again so that it becomes a very easy way of saying, day-to-day conversation. So let's get back to the fumbling moment. So that isn't really an English mistake, it's a confidence mistake. So the trap is reactive, blaming language, pointing at the tool or the bad tone. What people actually want to hear is your reasoning. So when you use a sophisticated why clause, you're not being defensive, you are showing that you made a deliberate, considered decision. You can say, I review the initial output so as to align it with the specific needs of this case. So by changing just a few words, you shift how people perceive your judgment and communication skills. That's it. This isn't about sounding polished for its own sake. It's about clearly owning your decisions. All right. So let's simply wrap up, and there you have a practical way to master the why clause. You now have the language and the real world examples to explain your decisions clearly next time when you're asked. And I would definitely love to hear if you have used any of like in order to or so as to in your recent conversations, and come back to this and drop a comment. And if this very quick, literally like less than 5 minute session was quite helpful to you, hit the subscribe button, like it, and share it with a friend who might also need to know about this very quick session. And check out our next lesson, which is coming, of course, in a week. And I thank you again for joining me today for this very quick thing. Keep practicing, and I will see you again in the next session. Cheers.